As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
And not only is he blessed physically, this guy is the quintessential Jim Brown. Cannot get enough football. In fact, during his rookie season, and he was charged with being the guy who brought the food to the quarterback meetings early, and they would often start at 5 in the morning. He always beat everyone else to the building and was ready to go before the rest of the guys arrived.
And they'll begin by running the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 38.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Open man here. Sims complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
The ball carrier.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Carson Wentz.
A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, throw taken in by Sims.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
They're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Now on 4th down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
3, Vikings, nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, he got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook.
Number 30.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 22 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. That one covers 29 yards. First down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
For Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wentz's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. E.C. Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. This is why I could never make it as a quarterback at any level, especially the NFL. To have the poise to stay in that pocket, know you're going to take the hit, but still deliver it for a touchdown. Great play.
I have to agree with you on that one. When I see those hits coming, I wanted to exit the pocket. I'm getting the heck out of there. Instead, we just saw someone stay in there and make the throw downfield.
The previous play is under review.
Bailey now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
James Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
For 4 yards. It's second down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, incomplete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
14.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
At the Vikings 30.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 28. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 7. First down, Eagles.
On first down, Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sims. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
20-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
2 yards.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Wentz. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
To kick off.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 33.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And his kick is good. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Pulled it at the 24. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them.
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2nd down and inches. Quick throw here, that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
The tackle by Avante.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz, and quickly finding Rager. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sims. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about 3 yards or so.